Hey Whoop, it's Joanne. Sorry I haven't really been around. Just haven't. A lot of stuff has been going on. I thought I'd update you a little bit on my life. Basically, I heard back from one other university. I got in one university back in December, but since then I've decided that I really don't want to study languages anymore, and I really just want to study architecture. Unfortunately, my first choice university put me on the waiting list, which is good, but not great. It's better than being rejected, I guess, so now I wait to see if I got in or not. They have until September to tell me, so hopefully I get a phone call soon. And then my second choice university for architecture hasn't gotten back to me yet. I check the website every single day and it still says decision pending, so hopefully that'll go through and I'll have somewhere to go next year. School-wise, I've been doing alright. I have an exam next week for physics, and then after that the only exams I have to worry about are the ones in June, and that's far away in my current timeline. I have so much crap to do. I have an essay to do for tomorrow, and projects and projects and projects. Okay, so this week I generated a word on that generator site thingy, and it came up with night, which is good because it's not an obscure word and people can actually use this for something this week. I decided to talk about Vincent van Gogh because of his famous painting Starry Night. There's a picture of it now, and there was also another one which is a starry night over the Rhone or something. The Rhone River in France. The Expressionist period came after Impressionism, and Van Gogh was one of the first Expressionist painters. So this is less about night and more about Van Gogh because he was recently in the news and I thought it was really interesting and I wanted to share the story with all of you. We all know that Van Gogh chopped off a part of his ear. The most popular story is that him and his friend Gauguin got in a fight, and he was just really upset about it, chopped off a piece of his ear and gave it to this prostitute named Rachel. A few things you should know about Van Gogh and Gauguin. One, Vincent van Gogh only sold one painting in his life. It was The Red Vineyard, and it was only sold for 400 francs, which wasn't that much at the time in comparison to other painters of his day, like Picasso, like Cézanne. They were selling paintings for much more than that. I don't know exactly how Van Gogh and Gauguin met, but they spent 9 weeks together painting in Van Gogh's yellow house in Arles. That's how they became really good friends. I'm not sure why they got in a fight that night. One idea was that Van Gogh didn't want to get left behind because Gauguin's work was getting lots of praise from critics and art collectors and museums, and he was becoming quite the famous artist, and Van Gogh still hadn't sold a painting, so he didn't want to get left behind. He didn't want his friend to forget about him, which is understandable, and yeah, so he decided so they fought because, I don't know, they were crazy. Van Gogh used to eat lead paint because he didn't have food, so he was a little crazy. But recently too, her German historians came out with a book called Van Gogh's Ear something Gauguin. I don't know. I'll put a link to it in the sidebar, or at least a link to the article where I found this. And they're saying that it was actually during this fight Gauguin sliced off a piece of Van Gogh's ear with his own knife or épée, and I don't know, they both decided just not to say anything because they didn't want Gauguin to get in trouble, and the idea was that Van Gogh and Gauguin were like lovers and Van Gogh wanted to protect his lover. Expressionist painters, I don't know why they fought, but they did, and somehow Van Gogh's ear was chopped off.